Oh, there we go. Oh, looks like it's picking up. I need to fine tune this then. Or not. Well, I had to. Yeah. Yeah, connection's bad, isn't it? Not too much I can do about that, unfortunately. Normally I try switching networks, but ever since the thunderstorm we just had, the router's been subpar. So best we can do is hope it stabilizes, but I don't think it will. Carl, is that you? Oh, yeah. 200 it definitely makes screen cancer, but it's at 3K right now. Hey there, Carl. I hope Reese is still here, and that Alyssa I know is still here. Yeah, what happened is I had to go number 2 at the very start. I'm like, alright, maybe I can get this in before stream starts. 3 minutes late, which is honestly on par. It does take me an average of 10 minutes to poop on the fast side. I thought I could go faster. But oh well. The other thing is, though, I anticipated the poop and actually booted up Etrian Odyssey well beforehand, so that way if it did start, which it did while I was on the toilet, you aren't left with a blank screen. Yeah, I honestly can't tell if that screen cancer at the start was just because of Comcast or if it's because the router's on the fritz. As I think I mentioned, and I may or may not have had the mic muted at that point because I thought I turned it on, but then it wasn't on. Is I see it. Is that man in your family or blood related in some way? Or legally related? I know, right? Speak of the connection. I will try to talk through this then. A thunderstorm struck lightning so hard nearby it actually cut the internet, and since then, as you can experience right now, it's been kinda crap. In fact, we lost one of the home networks even though it's from the same router. It says there's not an Ethernet connected, even though it's Wi-Fi, and it's connected to the modem. So we think the router is on the way out, although it could also be an Ethernet cable itself. Hopefully just the router. We're looking at buying a new router, but that means for this weekend, random connection quality. Yes, you were training up T-Drag, I remember that. Oh yeah, that's right, we did finish the... Yeah, no, you haven't seen Alyssa's internet. You must be like 10 minutes behind right now, or I guess 3 minutes now, given bitrate on my end is periodically fluctuating wildly. Like, It's normal right now, at this second. Staying at 3,000. But every now and again, it cuts down to just, yeah, like 100 bits per kilobytes per second, which is... I mean, you've seen the end result. It gets super pixelated and you can't tell what's going on, even though it's a still image. Again, there isn't anything I can really do about that, just gotta wait it out. Normally when that happens, I try to switch which home network I'm on. Because, you know, I could get things restarted and maybe solve it if it's not on Comcast then, but as I mentioned, the thunderstorm knocked one of those out, seemingly permanently, so... It's just current network robust. Actually, let's sell everything. Okay, now that Thunder Dragon is level 12, as of the end of last stream, we're going to attempt second stratum. While I do wish Thunder Dragon is a higher level, I also don't want to spend an excessive amount of time grinding. So I'll compromise by increasing the difficulty. Now the wall should be there. As far as the draw distance is concerned, a wall is basically the fourth tile here. 1, 2, 3. And then if I go back, well, we're 3 away. Remember that. Also, fuck these things. I think Gag is the one to use, and then we're just gonna use fire, I guess. Oh, that's right, I had increased the attack and stuff because debuffs are so dang slow. Yeah, as you can see, we're 3 away from the wall. If I go back 1, the wall unloads. So as far as the game is concerned, the wall itself is a tile. At least for draw distance. That's right, Fluff is not in that slot anymore. Fluff is in the backline right now. Now this job's going to be very draining on Alyssa for a while, honestly. We're going to need her and her elemental attack to take down the gels. Although it's nice to know Gag already has a decent infliction rate. Oh, gather point, and okay. Okay. Yeah, Defender, Cuffs. Ooh, Carl would actually be useful right now with Thunder. Or rather, Thor specifically. Might be doing area attack. I wonder how sustainable that is. About how long has it been since you disappeared? do not like high-resolution ape hands. Also, fuck poison. I need a better time period. Ah! Alright, what type is this? Chop. Okay, Jessamine can come back here. Yeah, we don't have revive. Okay, Nectar. Oh, we used the 3. Actually, that's nice. Let me actually look at my playlist then, since I know I can actually look at the timeline. Yeah, the game likes to pause when you all tab off of it. I don't like that, and there is no option to disable it, so rip that. Alright, how far back is limited? Well, you have missed basically the first 5 floors of Etrian Odyssey. You have... Oh, you got to see Fury. And then there were a few odd Warframe streams in there. So on the big end, that is indeed what you've missed. I also have 5 notifications for once. Check those a bit later, though. I don't want to halt the stream for just reading stuff. Wait a minute, I just remembered what type of playthrough this is. Okay, so you basically missed Etrian Odyssey. And you've gotten through the first stratum. And if you might have noticed, this is a conscription run. Can we kill... Alright, we can. Oh yes, we can kill them in one turn. So, Reese. Been conscripted. Which class are you? I have no water up here. This last drops out of the picture. Man, if I want to get more water, I'll have to BRB. But first things first. You gotta pick one. Gotta pick one, Reese. Landsnatch, master of sword and axe. Landsnatch can bear a wide range of weapons and armor in close combat. Balanced warriors of the front line. Survivalist, fleet-footed and wise in the ways of the forest. The bow skills make them desirable allies. Fast-acting fighters useful in either line. Protector, holy defenders of the weak. Protector's sword and shield are invaluable tools when in the dungeon. Best used as frontline warriors. Dark Hunter, pinpoint lashes of their whip can weaken opponents. Use their skills wisely to turn the tide of battles. Their skills are best used in the front. Medic, unskilled in battle, their healing arts allow experienced warriors to survive difficult battles. Use their healing gifts from the back. Alchemist, those who study the control of nature. Power of fire, ice, and lightning is at their command. Elementalists who prefer the back. Troubadour, lively dancers and singers who inspire the party. Support is always welcome in combat. Support is able to work on either line. Now that's what the game says. Here's what I say. Landsnatch, swordsman or axeman. Frontline either way, heavy armor, kinda slow, can hit big. Swords have some more multi-hit in them. Axes are a little restricted, but they can still hit hard. Crush type on the axe, cut type on the sword. Survivalist. They do have bow skills. They don't have enough strength to actually do some serious damage with them. Not negligible damage, but low damage. Mainly, they're used for survival stuff, you know, like gathering resources, making sure you aren't ambushed, seeing things on the floor that you haven't mapped yet, that type of thing. Not going to see them too much in the Vanguard party because, you know, not enough damage, but very useful for gathering parties. In fact, they're mandatory for gathering parties. They have all the gathering skills. Protector. These guys have your defensive skills. They have shields. They do shield things. They do what the MMO tank does. They, you know, reduce damage to the party. They have one offensive skill. Haven't gotten it yet. Requires high point investment. Kind of need them for elemental damage reduction very late in the game, but at the start you want them for physical damage reduction if you use them at all. Dark Hunter. Ailments and binds. You get binds on the whips and ailments on the sword. They can do a lot of damage with the whip if you get full binds. The ailments, I mean, you have petrification, which if it lands is an instant kill, but bosses are like immune to it, so still got poison and other stuff. No wait, poison's part of whips. I'm not really sure if swords are any good on Dark Hunters. Anyhow, they're kind of squishy, but they're very useful tactically because they can inflict ailments and capitalize on them. Medic. They heal things, like you're going to need a medic. They can heal, they can revive, and also they can whack things with their staff. That requires some serious point investment, especially foregoing all the necessary healing skills to keep everybody else alive, but they have a very strong whacking skill. Obviously, they don't have to defense for front line. You can still put them on the front because they can still whack things with their stick, but you're kind of chancing fate with that. Hasn't stopped me though. Alchemist. Mage. You got 3 elemental trees. Technically there's poison, but poison isn't good. Yeah, you're gonna need an alchemist because elemental damage. What other class can do it? And then there's Troubadour. Troubadour. They are by far the most in-demand class for the end game, not the beginning, because they have buffs. All the buffs. Every buff you can possibly think of, they have them. And they are party-wide. They are awesome, but you need like 50 skill points to just get a decent Troubadour build going. We gotta be like level 50 for that. We're like level 12 right now. So we're not going to see a Troubadour right now because it's just way too many skill points to actually get the build up and running, but once it's up and running, I will not be leaving home without a Troubadour. Yeah, I put them on the back line because they're buffers, they aren't really going to have much business on the front. Then there's the 2 locked classes, we'll get those later, but there's Ronin, their glass cannon, they wield katanas, that's just cut damage, but they have some half elemental cuts in there, you know, like fire cut, ice cut, volt cut, or it's volt stab actually. They have their stances, so kind of a cross between sword, Landsnatch, and an alchemist, I guess, but they're on the front line and they have the defense of an alchemist, so they're, you know, kind of glass cannons. And Hexer, which is just debuffs, ailments, vines. Technically they have an offensive skill, but mostly it's just debuffs and sables from the back line, and they are invaluable, and I'd always use a Troubadour and Hexer in my final parties, because holy fuck, they're good. But we don't have Run in their Hexer yet, and I don't know how I'm going to let people swap into them. Anyhow, those are your options. As of for, at least mechanically, visually, you have access to these 2 DLC portraits. The 4 standard portraits from the original game, and the 5th for the HD release, and every single class we have unlocked. All 5 portraits from each, so you are not portrait restricted. Look however you want to look. So, those are your options. Also, hi, Alex. Therefore, Reese, which class are you? Alrighty. Which portrait you want to go with? Okay, alright. Now then. Definitely can't fit your full name. I do wanna see how much actually fits. Yeah, Army Lattery. Reese, unless you have a preference. I know of all the usernames I've seen for you, Reese is the one common term. Name good, alright. Reese it be. Oh, Alex was in here. Yeah, Alex. Yep. She managed to fit Alex's full name without the space anyways. Medic. First medic. Yeah, replace you with Fluff because I honestly realized Healing Touch I should go for as a Willis Caduceus. I'll see how I build you later on if I have space, because we should try an all-Caduceus party, because if the skill's like how it was in the original, which I honestly didn't use but have heard much about, this is fucking busted offense. Like, it's their only attack skill, but it's kind of the strongest attack skill there is in the game, it seems like. Yeah, we've got myself as a land snatch. Actually, alright, I was not the first to register, I was the 5th to register. Manko is here. Manko want to be a Ronin, but we don't have those unlocked. Group 4. Melissa's an alchemist. Jessam's survivalist, as you mentioned. We have some bow skills, but mostly here. You see these gathering skills. That's where most of your points are going to go. That makes us money. A lot of money, and gets us better gear. They're very good long term, just not going to see them in the party too much. Noir the Rat's a protector, very thankful for that. Very thankful. And Land Snatch, specifically a Sword Snatch. Alex is a medic. Carl as an alchemist, but using a medic portrait, which has confused me and may continue to confuse me going forward. So you want to do what? Lightning and Thunder and Poison Mage without knowing what kind of game Etrian Odyssey is, so I made him electric, not poison. I know poison's bad. And yeah, he's actually really strong, but he still is just one element. So for the first Stratum, I swapped out him for Alyssa. Alyssa, I'm making his Omni element. He is up here. Yeah, so she'll have weaker spells individually, but like she can hit any resistance with this. That's the goal. I have Arisden, who hasn't showed up since, and a couple of new people that showed up in the chat in the first stream or two, and of course haven't appeared since then, but they were conscripted. Arisden's yet another medic. Haven't even brought him out into field yet. Thunder Dragon, who I've just brought out into the field last stream and ground up level 12. As a Dark Hunter, whip specialties. Fluff Master, who's of course the Caduceus medic, but we don't have enough points to comfortably go for Caduceus, so we got Healing Touch, and we got Refresh up to a decent amount, and I'm hoping to get Revive so I don't have to use Nectars every time, and maybe some better healing so I don't actually have to revive in the first place. And then once we have a comfortable level of healing skills, then we're going to blitz for Caduceus, and move Fluff up to the front line to then start bonking things. And now you. Don't know which weapon specialization you'll go for. Yeah, Alyssa does have power. Actually, it's... if I go into the custom tree, we can get a better look at the skill tree. This is actually organized like a skill tree, not a skill list. Designated Sword actually has more skills than Axe. We have Single Target, Splash Hit. That requires both Sword and Axe Mastery. That is a sword skill, but it requires Axe Mastery for it, which is interesting. This one's just for random encounter clearing. Then we have Laser Freezer and Shocker, which can chase after elemental attacks with the corresponding element. And then we have our basic stuff. We have a Self Buff that trades defense for offense. This one trades health for offense. We have the Axe stuff, which is Single Target, Single Target, Single Target, but they're all bash damage, whereas the sword is cut damage. What does that mean? Depends on enemy resistances. Bash may do better than cut on some enemies, may do worse against others. Really varies. The main thing is, you got fewer skills to work with if you're an axe guy. But they are potent single target hitters. I believe they have a higher damage scaling. They definitely have higher base damage than swords. They probably have higher damage scaling than the sword skills too, just the sword skills are more versatile. No, you're thinking Etrian Odyssey 4. This is the first game. They didn't add dual wielding as an option until the fourth game. I mean, you can imagine yourself doing akimbo swords. Nothing's stopping you from thinking that, but mechanically speaking, you just have one sword. Yeah, as I was going to say, whether you do axes or swords, I think either is fine in the grand scheme, because if you're another swordsman, again, you'll be competing with me for a slot in the Vanguard party. However, if I start doing a unique thing, I can have two chasers for elementals. Like, you know, I could do that. I could build you towards the chasers. See how that works out. Yeah, there's axes too. Sounds like you want to be swordsman, though. And when it comes to builds, or rather skill point investment, I'll respect preferences, but I still retain the final say, because I know how games work, and I know what I need, and I don't want to die a fruitless death because you don't know how to build the character. Alright. And I have to think of a part. Well, there's enough sword skills that we could divvy up which types we are, but inevitably, or rather invariably, one's going to shine out above the other, so we'll see who. Oh, welcome, Alyssa. Yeah, of course. Don't you know what lauding the mow is? Sure, you have the hickey to do the do. Where you ungrow the grass on the hill over there. Alright, we don't have skill points. Where do I go to? And a venom gel. Alright. Oh, great, poison. Ooh. Well, then tomorrow might be a good idea to just do a spontaneous Warframe stream then. I'm not gonna lie, that has been an idea floating around. Because I've been... I know you guys don't like it, but I feel like maybe part of the reason is because each time I do a Warframe stream, I kind of force myself to do a certain activity. Try and be... you know, stream something new, but like... I should probably just do what I usually do. I'm gonna stream it. Spontaneous. I might be hearing rain starting. What perchance is the weather? Yeah, that sounds like rain starting outside. Well, it's a bit too late to catch the precipitation for this hour, but whatever it is, it shouldn't last long. Or be much. I guess. Oh, yeah, T-Dragon. Oh no, T-Dragon's put to sleep. Okay, remember, we're not at the point yet where switching doesn't cost an action. It does cost an action. In fact, this is improved from the original, because switching used to switch the front and the back line, not individual party members. It'll switch everybody or switch nobody. Mr. Car just sticks around. Yeah, and already it sounds like the rain stopped, so I guess it was... not completely stopped, but mostly stopped. Even in your 6th floor, FOE. Alright, it's moving, so I shouldn't use that icon. Trash can. I mentioned how much I hate it when we get a random encounter on a foe's traversal path. I really hate it. And I have to admit, Carl would actually be very good right now. I'll go as far as we can at the moment, but when we go back to town, I think I'll swap out. Or will I? Because there will be a level difference. Gear difference doesn't really matter, we are kind of swimming in Entall for this point in the game. The only thing that's giving me hesitation is the long-term ramifications of swapping party members, because, you know, there's no way to give people back at the guild hall XP share. So I have to actively grind up every single reserve party member if I want to swap them in. You know, what we did the entire last stream for just Thunder Dragon, who is still underleveled. Oh hey, it's a treasure chest. Cool. Right, this takes up the whole screen now instead of just the map screen, motherfucker. I've mentioned this, one thing I very much miss about the DS is that when you put on the note, it's just the bottom screen. You can still do everything, all the actions and whatnot on the top screen, and then just take the note when you finally have the info. Not here. Downstaff. Now, who's getting the downstaff? Probably Alyssa. Yep, Tech +2. Sorely tempted to add the extra 2 points in healing touch to bring its cost down to 1, because we're using it fairly often. But there are indeed more important things. I say that, man, is it really tempting to max out healing touch. Oh! This thing has an aggro range, doesn't it? Actually, let me just do it. Yeah, no, we're not. I'm gonna get out of that. staff. And then, of course, buy the one thing you never forget to buy. Alright, now then, what is Carl's level? I know Carl has the skills. He's level 13. Is that enough? I mean, technically, Thunder Dragon's level 12, I guess. Yeah, that is enough. Alright, and that gets here going for Carl. So you should not have. Well, you have the best Tech +1 staff, though. Can't use the leaf, can't use the hide boot, so that. I did have Alyssa use a doublet. Carl just used 2 accessories, because, yeah, in the first 3 games, I think, or maybe the 4th, I forgot when they changed it, but you could stack accessories, and, like, yeah, it's kind of the best thing to do. I didn't personally like doing that. I like the idea of wearing armor, but accessories actually did do more. Yeah, I got Tech +1 and TP +5. And we'll see how this goes. Sleep gel, a formless, translucent jelly that engulfs passing animals for its meal. Not weak to ice and electricity, so Alyssa can actually hit them pretty hard, but fire is not the answer. Venom gel. These formless jellies contain a deadly poison to more easily hunt their prey. Waspior, a wasp with a very painful sting. Where you see one, there are always others nearby. Also poisons. Sloth. Though naturally docile, these muscular creatures deliver strong blows of forced battle. Weak to eye. Oh, that's actually a reason to bring Alyssa back in. That is legit a reason to bring Alyssa back in. Sticky goo, adhesive tissue from a gel. Large fang, large beast fang, good for carving. Alright. No, not Yggdrasil Labyrinth, that brings us to floor 1. No, we're just looking at here. If you want to get the rest of that loop done, I can already kind of tell what the loop is. Yeah, it's almost certainly just going to be that, but I want to confirm that, so well, let's go out and confirm that. Oh, hey there, Split. I don't think you've been conscripted yet. Have confirmed my suspicion. Alright, Schliff, which class are you? Dark Hunter sounds cool. Alright. That means starting to be ESM on monsters specifically. I can choose any of these 5 portraits, as well as 2 DLC portraits, or any of the other class portraits. Since we never really get to use them otherwise. DLC. And luckily, her name actually fits inside the character limit. Welcome to the guild, Smith. Do you have another Dark Hunter in here that was just ground up last stream, which was Thunder Dragon? Onto whips. I might actually get you into whips as well, because having 2 whips means twice the ecstasy. There are swords. Swords are an option. Alright. It's going to take multiple hours to get your level up to snuff for this, so in the reserves for now. Otherwise I have to dedicate a whole stream to just you. Which maybe you want. Maybe that should be tomorrow. Maybe that should be. I'm just waiting for that bitrate to go up. Wow. Actually, let's see how good Carl is. The Volt. Still is red is 0 though. But it is red instead of green 0, which means it is attempting to connect. Green 0 means it's disconnected, so. Oh, 84, that is less than Alyssa. I think I'm gonna go with Shackles. Oh hey, Fluff is a skill point. Healing Touch. I have a skill point. Tornado? No, attack up. Okay, looks like it's kind of stabilized. Then to reiterate for the couple of new people, the last thunderstorm we had a thunderstrike happen so hard, so nearby, that I actually cut the internet at the moment of impact. And ever since the router recovered, it didn't really fully recover, but one of our 2 home networks is forked, seemingly irreparably. So we're looking at getting a new router. Hopefully it's not the Ethernet cables themselves that got borked. Either way, I'm stuck with 1 home network right now instead of 2, which means if there's a dip in connection quality, well, gotta deal with it. Fortunately, it hasn't been frequent. I know in the past it has been frequent, and that was horrible. Alyssa was there for those. But, yeah. So be it. Alright, let's do the mapping then. And there's distant thunder. That's right, I do need to adjust the combat speed. Because for grinding's sake, I sped up everything. Or most things. But I don't quite like the cadence we're at right now. Speed very fast sounds fine. They're actually fast. Be on the safer side. Reason why is if you start skipping through things and the enemy does something you don't expect, you want to have at least a glimpse of what the text said. Yeah, that's better. Which means that, yeah, instead of fast, since the animations are already fast, let's set that to very fast. Okay. That should be more my speed. No, Thunder is more expensive than Volt. Let's just do a Volt. Oh yeah. I like that skip speed. That has some good skip speed. Oh, okay. Drop point? No, take point. Oh, hello. Well, that's more stuff for Desmond to get involved with. Oh, spiders. Tempted to thunder the thing in the middle, but at the same time, let's spread out the damage. And Thor. This is what I thought would be a good use for Carl, except that's cost 16 TP, which is more than 3 times the cost of Volt. So, not a particularly good use. Not particularly efficient. Alright, what was next? Oh, nope, that is a sudden rain shower. And it already sounds like it's over? Probably pretty heavy for several seconds. Yeah, no, it really just has been non-stop thunderstorms for the past maybe 2 months at this point. Yeah, so smite's the one offensive skill that protectors have. As you can tell, it requires shield mastery level 10, and there's more thunder on the way. I just saw a flash in the distance. There's the boom. Whether or not you guys can hear it, I don't know. I have some sound filters on the mic to cut out the AC. I think that works pretty well, but it might also cut out the thunder, in which case, whatever. You don't need to hear that. Oh, hey, Carl's got a skill point. Oh, right. Was going to master thunder, wasn't I? But yeah, 17 TP already. Like, Alyssa would be far more TP efficient. Okay. Oh, same encounter. Oh, that's nice. Glad to hear it was indeed hearable. Oh, yes. So, New Zelda. I bought it. I started to play it. Thought I want to play this in docked, and I don't have a monitor set up for playing it in docked. And the rain's just getting heavier. And I've yet to set up that extra monitor, so I haven't actually played the new Zelda yet, despite having owned it since the release day. No spoil. I mean, Breath of the Wild, it's fine. I played Breath of the Wild a lot. But Tears of the Kingdom, no please. You know what's best experienced blind. We were supposed to get no rain. That sounds like a lot of rain. Do a quick check of the forecast. Because the weather. Yeah, no, looks like a decent chunk of rain actually. On the national scale, it's a small storm cloud, but it's like passing directly over us and pretty dense. So, yeah, they're getting 1/100th of an inch of rain, apparently. This doesn't sound like that. Okay, I will appreciate that type of speech about Tears of the Kingdom. That doesn't actually tell me much other than just to say it's better than the first game, and the first game was awesome. The only thing I wish is that I could forget it all so I could go exploring again. Yeah, I feel like Breath of the Wild didn't have much replay value, which was fine, actually, because I think I played it for like 900 hours or something. You could play that game for a long-ass time. I just didn't feel much replay value from it since I got the most satisfaction from discovering things. Once you discover enough things that aren't just niche mechanics and bugs, you kind of run out of stuff to do. Where was I? Oh, right. Tornado. Flanks. This holds the... Okay, yeah, spiders are fast. I'll do the walls later. And later is now, so then. Again, I don't think I've shown this to you specifically, Cliff, but maybe you can see it. There's that heart icon that YouTube has in the chat in the lower right. It fucking covers the text. So I'm assuming the word that's covering is the word it, because that would make the most logical sense. Oh no, that's the word I. Okay. Now this just says something that's bumped up. Yeah, maybe that'll grip me, but yeah. I would have assumed it's the same thing. A lot of things to discover, and that's where the joy comes from. Which is also why spoilers are such a huge deal. This thing can't discover stuff you've been spoiled about. Yeah, from what I remember of Master Mode, and I'm saying this knowing you've played this before, the Great Plateau was difficult because you have weak weapons, but once you leave, the enemies get tougher weapons too, I think. I very vaguely remember this, because it was so long ago. But once you leave the Great Plateau, it starts to kind of... Basically, there's a spike at the beginning, because you have like a twig against enemies that are of a higher tier with regenerating health, and like a twig doesn't cut. But once you get past that... Once you get past that spike... Yeah, again, I've already started replaying, so we're probably past that point. Is this the mine? Oh, more thunder. Now, it has... I know some decades ago, if there was a thunderstorm, there's a real risk of power going out. Nowadays, that doesn't really happen. It's very rare. It seems more electric, or rather lightning-proof. More so the wind and or rain that knocks down some kind of power lines that are like outside town and then knock out power to us. Because we're connected. But I'll still give a warning anyways. If stream cuts out, I mean either the Wi-Fi's gone to crap or power's gone out. Either one. Now this is the encounter that Alyssa will be good for, because that gorilla is weak to ice. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a way to disable that little annoying heart either. Really bad design. Again, this does not sound like 1/100th of an inch. Yeah, no, that's really heavy rain. Oh, would you look at that? Carl's basically at a TP. Like, the rain intensity is fluctuating, but man, it is not forecasted to be as heavy as it is. Just kind of on par for the past, I guess, months now. Forecast, the weather has been a lot more wild than the forecast can predict lately. Yeah, this is mine. Now, just in case. Yeah, the quick save is, honestly, that does let you save scum. I'll admit that. I haven't used it to yet. I don't think I've really saved scum in games. But man, that does allow you to. It's nice in one aspect because you can make the quick save and then not have to stop playing, but on the other hand, that means you can just make the quick save and keep reusing it to redo an encounter or something. Okay, good. Arms are sealed. Yeah, I think I should evenly distribute skill points between the binds, because it does seem like the best idea. Nailed it. Now that is indeed an improvement. Nice. Actually, how much TP does Alyssa have compared to Carl? 66 versus 63. I actually feel like Alyssa has more TP than Carl, though. Is the skill level of your Volt level 3? You have 2 points in TP up. Level 1. That would do it. That would do it. Given level 1 was enough, and I do prefer my Omni elements. Although we should get a gathering party in here, so let's see. Oh, there's the first party, though. Very first. Anywho, let's get our current party, or rather my current desired party. Dragon and Fluff. Register party. Now then, we're doing second stratum stuff. Obviously doesn't. I need you. Gonna watch. I guess we can bring Alex in. Anyone else, or are you gonna be doing some medico stuff? Be a good way to, because Gathering Party is an opportunity to grind up reserve members. It's just, you have to bear in mind they are reserve members. They need the training. Aren't exactly powerful at the moment. This would be when I bring Reese in, except Reese is level 1. And Reese will just die immediately. So I'll bring in Thunder Dragon. Same with Spliff, level 1. Level 1. Okay, who can I bring in? Carl, I guess. Yeah, Carl will be in there, in which case we have one more frontliner. I'd rather be myself or Noir at that point. Yeah, I'll go with myself. Unless you're running into an ape, Noir's not really necessary. Yeah, that is a skill set you need to learn. Alright, I know your stuff is up to date. Let's see. Yeah, staff is fine. Staff is fine. Let's see, you got a better bow. Nope, no better bow at the moment. Alright, armor. Let's buff code. Alright, it's Agi versus Vitality. I'll take the Vitality. High boot. And open the back line. Alright. Yep, that's pretty much it. It's one of the other upsides to accessories. You don't really have to change them out all that often. Now then, this may be able to get, where is it? Oh shit. Stalker, right. Reduce the chance of enemy encounters. That one will be or become important, but for now we'll use this opportunity to, well, get some extra levels on our reserve. Okay, cat poison guy. We are going to ultimately be fighting more stuff. Oh, we do have revive though. But refresh is way too low to heal poison, so that's going to be an important thing we immediately need to kill. Yeah, pretty much. This is what happens. Oh, I don't fast travel either. The first RPG I played, and the first game of fast travel as well, was Oblivion. And you train the athletic skill by running. You don't train it by fast traveling. And there's all these different locations you find on the way. So, like, why the fuck would I fast travel? Now that's just deeply ingrained in me, like it's deeply ingrained in you. As you can see, we don't really have healing touch, so we have to use a lot more TP for a lot less efficient healing. Which means I might have worked up Alex's stat allocation so much he may not actually be around for a while, huh? I mean, eventually I will want all the same skills that he has right now. We will need Revive, we will need Refresh, we will need Cure. Patch Up, though? Patch Up's iffy. Do have a... okay, we have a thread, so I'm thinking I'll spend the 100 Entall to just kind of blitz forwards. We won't really worry about the return trip back. I'll spend the 100 Entall on it. Yeah, it's classic Bethesda design. Okay, cuffs, because this thing can probably one-shot us. So... oh, right, Carl's not a medic. More Volt. True shot. Okay, 76, not too bad. True shot 55. Cuff, Stormbind. Great. Volt formula is dead. So close to level up. So dang close. Okay. Alright, items 38. Oh boy, I mean, this is actually pretty dang intense. Our backline's not exactly up to snuff. As long as we keep using TP, I think we can make it out okay. But that is an F. I'll guarantee. 3 cures, that's 12 TP, just to get myself to not full health, versus like 2 TP to fully heal the whole party. Damn, healing touch is OP. Anywho, as soon as we go down here, we're going to be fighting the Gorilla and Wasps at the same time. For now, it's just Gorilla, and we're going to cuff you, I'm going to cleave you, and you're going to smack him in the face from the backline, which will do 1 point of damage, and then Decimal True Shot. That's like your strongest hitting skill at the moment. Ah, sweet, never mind. actually weak to arm by it then. So close to level up. But I don't care. We are going so close to one encounter as well. Alright, that's relevant for today. Inventory. Buy ourselves that thread. And we are selling everything. Yeah, 1600 intel. How you make cash. And get new items. Heart Sling, Star Charm, Blaze Oil. Ooh, the oils are in stock. Old Stone. Jeff's got new Medica 3. Mayo! Daric B. Nice. Alright. Sling will go into strength plus 2, tech plus 1. Wait, what would you keep tech for? Give you a hard sling then. So I used up all that stuff, so I will most likely register this party for gathering. Still not totally sure on Alex because I did scuff up the skill point allocation. Oh, whatever. Last slot, that'll be gathering. 12th party. There we go. Spitter. Spitters that have evolved to hunt prey aggressively rather than trap it passively. Paralyzing Cocoon. Oh boy. Weak to fire and bolt. Good, and immune to all ailments. What the fuck, but not binds. What the fuck? Sword Dark Hunter would be useless here, except for Petrified. Petrified work, but like, everything else is worthless. What the fuck? What's about Sloth? Oh, you are not weak to arm bind, we just happen to get lucky every single time. Now that's some new items. Stinger, needle-shaped tail with venom glands. Sticky web, spider silk that strengthens when dried. Dye petal, colored petals used for ornaments and dyes. Lightwood, thickest part of a large plant stalk. Finch claw, large claw with a distinctive curve. Starseed, bitter seed that's good as an antidote. Mint leaf, cool tasting herb, clears one's head. Scrap iron, scrap material with traces of steel. Cross seed, seed from a flower with cross-like petals. You need this for the jars. And the oils, I guess, too. Whatever wanted stock. Let me check out your shit. Oh wait, that'd be a Shaletta, wouldn't it? Oh my god, it's 500. Yeah, we do need to buy a nectar, don't we? Oh, we do have 2 ward chimes though, I should make use of those. Alright, let's buy 2 2 of those. Medica 3s, I mean, if we use up our Medica 2s. Alright. Not weapons, items. Oh, they are unlimited stock. Full stone. Warps you back to the last geomagnetic field use. So we can get out of a sticky situation while still staying in the labyrinth, but at the same time, like Ariadne thread. This is not untold, so we don't like lose a buff if we go back to town. We can just go back to town and re-enter. Oh. Oh. I have a feeling the game just said "fuck you" to my face. To be clear, I do remember there being foes in this room. I do not remember them being this fucking close the moment you open the door. Alright, we'll just go for the Wasp, and then Alyssa will take out Gel. And then, for the low cost of 2 TP, fully heal the party. Alright, Alex, you have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Guess I'll catch you on the Discord if I catch you. Alright, second verse, same as the first. Also more lightning. I was watching the foes movements more so than our own. Now I need to... I don't know, our spot on the map. Another gathering point. Oh, cool. Of course, this isn't the later game, so it's not like we get an extra gathering go. It's just a deeper point, which maybe means rare drops, maybe not. Mine. Got it. Alright, let's get this encounter out of the way. There we go. And in here, we have not too much note. So far, anyways. Oh. Oh, that's not nice. That's not nice at all. And this place has a high encounter rate. That's not nice at all. I have a distinct feeling that we're going to continue the chase from before, so... let's go. Or not? Maybe not. Just gotta keep a real eye on the map, though. Another squall. I said, we're not supposed to be getting rain, and yet here we are getting rain. Yep, precipitation forecast has not changed. It's pretty clearly wrong at this point. Yeah, no, it's supposed to be rain actually for quite a while at this point. For supposedly the next 20 minutes, actually. Alright. And with this, Healing Touch is mastered. We want to unlock Freeze. We're going to get at least 1 point into the stronger single targets. If we can, we should master them, but we also need to have the AoE effects too. Oh, Well, that costs 1 TPs, which means our limiter right now is probably going to be Alyssa more so than Fluff. Oh, maybe the foe didn't spawn there. Maybe we just didn't see it on the foe radar. That doesn't imply it actually appeared out of nowhere. It just happened that way. Yeah, no, that sounds like heavy rain. Level ups are forthcoming though. I am thankful for that. That's just in case the power goes out. For all, this isn't a DS, it's power cuts, I lose progress. Might be, actually. Because if I remember correctly about Master Mode, I think all of the red Bocos get replaced with blue Bocos, but there might be some specific areas where they're still red. But it's definitely going to be a lot harder to find a red Boco in Master Mode. Oh, hey there, Dustin. It has been a while. We've come in the midst of a storm. These are some good level ups. I mean, now that I'm actually using TB, encounters aren't that hard, and the level ups are really coming along. I think I might max TP up then. Yeah, you've hit the point where your damage isn't enough. You're in the gathering party though, for sure. In fact, we did some gathering just 10 or 20 minutes ago. Yeah, 1600 Entall in a single haul. That rain is getting louder. Right. More foe. Okay, let's see. That's me. Just 3 away. Came from there. Oh, there's more. Current main team? Oh man, I've forgotten to resume looking into our blazing sprites. I believe you've done me, you've done Alyssa. No, you've talked to Fluff about it. So Fluff should be on the way. Thunder Dragon's new. I don't think you'll get Thunder Dragon's opinion on it, so I guess just go draw a sprite for her. And I don't think you've done Noir the Rat yet. Which is fair. There aren't too many terribly active people after all. Weather says 40% chance of precipitation tonight, as it's raining heavily outside the window. Guess it rolled that 4 out of 10. Hey. Well, you will have opportunities to catch up. After all, I can't play this for too long. On my own, anyways. This is good. Okay. Okay, they aren't the aggressive type like the